Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sparkle here, and today we're trying out the 10 art styles art challenge. Now, if you haven't heard of this challenge, it's pretty much a drawing challenge where you draw the same character 10 times in different art styles. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing my OC Julia, and this is how she looks firstly. And so what I did was, for the first drawing, I drew Julia in my own art style, and then once I was finished with that, I went ahead and drew her in 9 other art styles from shows and cartoons that are pretty popular. And this is just a really fun challenge because firstly you get to experiment and try something different with the drawing and shading and coloring process, but also it's just really fun because you get to compare and see how your style varies from other art styles, and it's just really cool in the end. But while this was a really cool art challenge to do, I was pretty nervous when I started out because I didn't really want to mess up when I was filming or take too long to get the basic sketch out. So what I did was I used a pink pencil to draw the basic sketches of the characters in their different art styles, and then I went ahead and filmed the rest of the process on camera, which includes the line art with the pencil where I just refined some of the sketch, and the line art and the coloring. But I think it worked out pretty good in the end. It was definitely a lot more easier. By the way, this video is a collab with Sketches and Scribbles as a prize from one of their art contests. I will have their channel link down below in the description box, so make sure to go and check them out. Alright, so at this point I'm just finishing up with my drawing, just adding on those final white gel pen details and highlights, and we're pretty much done. For some reason though, I don't think this drawing actually represents my art style, but it's okay, it's pretty good. But anyways, we are on to our second art style, which is Gravity Falls. Now this one was actually a lot of fun to draw because I was actually really curious to see how my character would look in this style. So I found some reference images on Google and I kind of used that to help me out with my drawing. But I think the part that I really struggled with was with the line art, because I tried to draw like those perfect circles for the eyes in one go, and I had a bit of trouble with that, but I think I managed to make it work. At first I felt a little weird about drawing the character with a front view because usually in Gravity Falls the character is facing towards the side, but I thought this was the best way for me to show the side ponytail my character has. But yeah, in the end I don't think it's that bad. Now, one of the biggest differences I saw from drawing the previous drawing and this one is the coloring process, because this one was just so quick to color in and I didn't have to really blend anything except for the cheeks. But once I went on to the next one, which is an Adventure Time style, that was like way more easier. The coloring was really simple and honestly it was so therapeutic because it was so easy. But as for the drawing part, I don't know if my drawing exactly kind of matches the Adventure Time style because I did make the hair shorter and put it in a ponytail, but I think I did my best and that's what matters. Okay, with that done, we're on to our fourth style, which is My Little Pony. Now, as a kid, I was obsessed with drawing My Little Pony characters at a point, like really obsessed. And that's one of the things that actually got me into drawing for real. But I was really nervous when I was drawing it out today as well because it's always really difficult for me to get the proportions right. And I was really nervous until I sketched it out with graphite on top of the pink base. That's when I felt kind of confident with it. And in the end, I don't think it turned out like completely bad or as bad as I imagined it to be. But it looks pretty similar to like the actual style of My Little Pony. But I actually feel really bad for the marker I was using to color in the hair because I used that marker so much. But it's okay, it was worth it. But one of the main differences I noticed with the drawings that I did, like in general, like all the 10 drawings, is how the hair is colored differently with each style. Like a lot of the styles I've noticed, they just have really simple colorings, just like one color. Other styles they have simple coloring with some lines on top, some have shading, and it's just really unique the way that they color hair. Oh, and here we are on to our fifth style based on Kim Possible. I think it's really unique how the top lip is completely black for this style of drawing, and it's just really cool. I think it just makes the character stand out even more. Okay, so when I was coloring the hair, I noticed that the style that the hair was meant to be colored in was really similar to My Little Pony, because in My Little Pony, it's pretty much the base color with streaks on top, but the only difference is that in My Little Pony, it's darker streaks or darker darker lines of the hair, but in Kim Possible it was meant to be lighter streaks of the hair color. So what I did was I used a white gel pen to add those lines, and then I went ahead and used the same marker that I used to color in the hair just to make it a little more similar to the hair color. And I think I kind of managed to capture the look. But this definitely would have been easier digitally though. But alrighty, we are on to the 6th style, which is the Disney style. But for this one, I kind of struggled with the illustration because I couldn't exactly capture that Disney themed princess face. I'm not sure why. I think it looks pretty good as a drawing, but there's just something about it that doesn't look Disney enough to me. But maybe it's just me. But in the end, I think it looks pretty good. So something I noticed with the Disney art style was that there was quite a bit of blending on the face and for the hair, but it was done digitally. So I tried to kind of make up for it traditionally, but at the same time I didn't want to blend it out too much and render the illustration too much because I wanted to like maintain that cartoony look. So I did try my best to do that for the face and the hair. Oh, and I don't know why, but for some reason the face looks a little more streaky than it does in real life. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's a thing now. Oh, and by the way, I asked you guys what your New Year's resolutions were for this year, and you guys commented some really cool things. And honestly, my New Year resolution for this year is mainly to improve the quality of my videos and editing and my art in general, and also to improve on my thumbnails. So let's see if we can get there. Oh, and yay, the 7th art style, which is based on Sailor Moon. I've actually been getting into anime recently, and I was super excited to draw Sailor Moon because anime just has such a cool art style. Like, every anime is different, but the overall style and the shading and everything, it's just so cool and unique, and I was just really excited to draw my character in this style. The line art was pretty simple, and so was the coloring, but even though it was kind of simple, it just turned out really unique and cool in the end. It just really stood out to me. And honestly, of all the drawings I did in this challenge, I think this one was probably my favorite. Also, it's really cool how the white gel pen highlights are just really different for this drawing in comparison to other drawings, because the other drawings that I've seen, the other styles of illustration, didn't really need to use a white gel pen a lot except for the eyes mainly, but for this one I used the white gel pen to add highlights to the hair, and that just made everything pop so much more. Okay, and now I'm drawing my character in the style of a Powerpuff Girl. For this one, I was kind of nervous with how it was going to turn out because when I was sketching, something just didn't look right, but I couldn't make it out. I kind of thought it was the hair, and maybe that was why. In the end, I don't think it's completely bad, but I think I just could have done better with this one. And when I started off with the outlining, I used the same pen that I used for the other drawings, but then I thought maybe it might look better if I used a thicker pen, so I got out a thicker pen, obviously. And I think that just kind of added something because for the original Powerpuff Girl drawings, the line art is usually pretty thick. But I guess using a wider nib did help. And similar to what I said earlier about drawing the eyes in the Gravity Falls style, like outlining the eyes, this was also pretty hard for me because there were like so many circles that I had to draw and it was kind of stressing. But I think I made it work, kind of. And here we go, simple coloring, and now we're on to the 9th style, which is based on Scooby Doo, and in specific Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. Now the shading for this was pretty similar to the Sailor Moon style because it was pretty simplistic and it's pretty much a base color and then adding the shadows near it. And I think the main thing I liked about this drawing is how unique the coloring for the eye is because I didn't have to leave any white space. So it was pretty much just coloring in the skin and then just coloring in the eyes. Yep, I know that sounds pretty weird right about now, but in the end, when the drawing comes together, you'll know what I mean. By the way guys, my art contest is coming to an end on the 15th of January and there's still a bit of time left if you want to enter, but all the entries I've gotten so far are so amazing and thank you guys so much for entering. I'm so glad that so many people wanted to join in and I love seeing your drawings. They're all so cool and unique and I love seeing the ideas that went behind them and your thoughts. It's honestly going to be so hard for me to choose the winners, but honestly everyone is a winner and I loved all the entries a lot. Oh, and by the way, I'm just finishing up this drawing right now, just doing some blending, and now we're going on to the 10th and last art style of this 10 art styles challenge, which is based on Fairly Odd Parents. I really like this style for this illustration though, like the way that the face is drawn in this style. There's like so many angles and bends and curves, and also just the way that the nose and the mouth are drawn, it's so cool. I also love how the eyelashes look, they're really adorable. And since this specific drawing is based on a fairy from the show, I thought why not draw my character with wings, because I think it looks pretty cute and that's pretty much why there are wings. Oh, and looking back on it, the details for the top are like really small, much smaller than it felt when I was drawing it. I think it's pretty cool how angular the hair is, and as you can see with the pink sketch that I did at first, I kind of wanted to make the ponytail end at a round curvy shape, but then I went ahead and made it a bit more sharper. I think either one of these would have looked good though. Again, the coloring for this drawing is also pretty simple, but that just makes it look more cooler. And yeah, that's pretty much all the drawings. And before we go into the grand reveal, I just wanted to write down what art styles we did. So we have my art style, we have Adventure Time, we have Gravity Falls, along with Kim Possible, My Little Pony, Disney, Sailor Moon, Powerpuff Girls, Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, and Fairly Odd Parents. And drumroll please, here is the final result and here are how all the drawings came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing this challenge and drawing my character in all these different art styles. I would definitely love to do this again sometime in the future. It was honestly so much fun. I got a chance to try different art styles and I got to experiment, and now I have learned a lot of new things as well. And if you haven't already, I would definitely recommend it. 10 out of 10. Try this challenge. It's lots of fun. But anyways, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more fun art videos coming every week. Anyways, other than that, have a fabulous day. Stay awesome as always, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!